Okay, guys, numerology story time. Is this numerology thing for real, though? Because I'm not really feeling like my life path number. Okay, that's you. But that's also me. So I want to preface how we are multidimensional energetic beings. We are not just one thing. That's why labels kind of suck, because they don't necessarily express our true divinity, our true expansiveness. So it's okay if you don't feel like your life path number. Hence my story time. I too once felt disconnected from my life path number. So if you guys don't already know, I am a life path number 3, and my day of birth number, which I call the power number, is number 7. Okay? These numbers, if you know anything about numerology, highly conflict. Like, it's no wonder why I'm psychotic, or why I like such different things, and how it so easily goes from unicorns and rainbows, underworlds and offerings. It's pretty convoluted, a little complex, semi-identity crisis-y, multi-dimensional. Just to give you some context, as a day of birth number 7, I am very aloof, isolated. I have a tendency to seclude myself. I am very introverted. I don't like going out and talking to people and making friends and communicating with the human race. Those can be some of the shadow aspects of a number 7. I identified with those traits for years, my entire teenage years. Think very 1990s, we are the weirdos, Mr. Kraft kind of vibe. I reveled in it. I loved being different and unique and isolated, honestly, weirdly. I liked being separate from everybody. I cherished it. But as I got older, things became difficult. Life, obstacles, challenges, things that were thrown into my life. It started to get really hard and sucky and not enjoyable. I don't know if you know this, but life is supposed to be enjoyable and happy and abundant. And it was also around this time that I started getting really heavy into my mysticism and metaphysical work. So I was already into my early 20s, and I'm actually diving into this work. I'm no longer playing around with spells and being a baby witch. And I feel like I had already did my life path number, that stuff is everywhere. It was readily available, but I don't think that it was as in-depth. Honestly, I didn't do the work. I was a kid, so I didn't go hard. I didn't do the research myself or the study on numerology. And so I just kind of it was very superficial, surface level kind of, oh, you're a life path 3, you're creative. And I am an artist, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm a creative. But there are so many other aspects to that life path number that I was actively resisting. And if you watch some of my videos, you've heard me talk about fighting against the universal grain and why. My whole mission in life is to inspire you and encourage you with knowledge of your divine self, how you can step into your power. So I had to do that for myself. Then I started really diving into the number 3 and its connection to mercurial energy and its ability to communicate seamlessly. I also minored in communications in college, and I didn't realize that until later on. It was a part of me. It was a part of me that I was actively denying. And because I was actively going against the universal grain of my divine self, life was shitty. So it took a while. It took a lot of mentors, honestly, to help me push myself out that comfort zone. And just because the era that we're living in now, I was able to kind of push myself and get myself out there a little bit more. So again, the number 3 is not only about communication and creativity, it's also about inspiration and the ability to encourage people with that power to fucking do whatever it is that they need to do, that they want to do, that they want to see manifest in this world. That's part of my gift. And yes, while the other traits of the 3 didn't necessarily ring true, like super bubbly and outgoing and loves to party and communicate and have conversations with people, cringe, said my inner Virgo. I knew that was also a part of me too. I had to be real with myself. I had to be honest and genuine. I'm a big kid. I love having fun. I love that childhood innocence. My inner child, she stay blessed, and I'm going to stay blessing her. And I love that. wonderment and, like I said, unicorns and rainbows, right? So I started to honor that aspect of myself. I started to mesh the two together and say, okay, I'm a spiritual, intuitive, academic mind that needs to share information. So since it's my gift to do this and it's my path to do this, I pushed them together and created my life. It's definitely been much better. From 2015 pretty much to now, I have been using the internets to really get myself out there and make me feel comfortable and to help my number 7 side feel more assured and confident with my communication side, with my number 3 life path. Because I am both. And it's part of my life lesson to integrate those two energies. So sometimes we may not feel like we are our life path number, or this characteristic trait of the zodiac sign doesn't necessarily resonate with us, even though that's what we're supposed to be. And to that I say, are you being honest with yourself? But like, are you? Because those aspects are a part of you. They're in there. They might be on the shadow side and you need a little balancing or energy work or some introspective journaling to get you into a more balanced version of that energy. Or you might be actively trying to resist it like I was. I wanted so hard to fit into the cool emo goth box that I pushed away the other aspects of my identity and my gifts, my powers, the tools that I have to serve humanity for the highest good of all. So if you feel that certain aspects of your numerological traits or even your zodiac sign and astrology doesn't really match up, I encourage you to dive deeper into who you are, because you're not just one thing. You're not just 2 things. Fuck it. You're not just even 3 things. You are a combination of different types of energies that make you unique and special and empower you to serve others in the highest good of all, yours included.